Enzo Ferrari said Jeep is America's only real sports car. Jeeps are one of my favorite things. I love the history, the Jeep community, and the fun you were able to have in a Jeep. Previous to the U.S. becoming involved in World War II, the U.S. Army contacted 135 vehicle manufacturing companies in search of a prototype. Out of those 135 companies, only 2 responded, American Batman Company and Wheelbase. ABC responded the next day with a vehicle and the cost. Wheelbase requested a week to work on theirs. The ABC model lacked power, but Wheelbase pulled through with their 4-cylinder Go Devil motor. Wheelbase wasn't able to keep up with the supply demand, so they contracted Ford to help them meet that demand. Ford changed the plans that hosted originally 7-slot grill to now host a 9-slot grill. Production of the MB Wheelbase Jeeps began late in the summer of 1941. The war horse raised brows by soldiers and civilians alike. The civilians wanted a wheelie Jeep to call their own. The CJ was born. The initial CJ came from the term civilian Jeep. The CJ was in production for 42 years, ending in 1986. Jeep, now owned by American Motor Company, also known as AMC, produced the first Jeep Wrangler, the YJ. Because Jeeps helped win the Second World War, they became one of my favorite things. Jeeps have been in my family longer than I have. Between my dad and I, we have owned about a half a dozen Jeeps and currently just own one. When I was born, I came home from the hospital in a CJ7 Renegade. Another reason why I love Jeeps is the community, friendship, and fun and freedom you can have with a Jeep. If you've ever ridden with a fellow dedicated Jeeper, you've probably noticed that they wave at Jeeps in oncoming traffic. This tradition is known as the Jeep Wave. It's such a well-known tradition there are Facebook pages dedicated to just setting out rules for the Jeep Wave. Also, what other car can you take the top and doors off in 10 minutes and still be just as safe as you were with the top and doors on? Jeeps are one of my favorite things.